I'll tell my mom's already gonna be here. And she's
Herbs on the beat.
Hero with 8 seconds left for three. Yes!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Heat is On podcast. We got a special episode for you guys here today. I'm Juicy J. I'm here with my buddy, my pal.
JG Noise.
And today we're going to talk about the arrival of a Heat usual, that being playoff Jimmy. And I say that because he really only comes around in this time of the year, and he's here to stay until the offseason when he takes his break, smoking cigars and holding the championship trophy, which will happen this year. Trust me. But we're here to talk about this because Jimmy Butler, ever since February came around, he has just been putting up usual numbers for unreal him, but unusual numbers for regular season him. And he really, really showed that last night, or tonight, I guess, still, against the Utah Jazz. He put up 37 points, damn near 40. Those are playoff Jimmy numbers. And he said it in his own quote when they interviewed him, that he turns into the best player in the league randomly in the playoffs. And he doesn't know why, but it's just his mentality, I think.
The crazy part about that is that interview came after the loss against Denver, and he said, I don't really know. It's not something I could just do overnight. But he did it overnight.
He did do it overnight. That is the funny thing.
And it's something that as a Heat fan, whenever March comes around, it's hashtag Jim for MVP month, and then April, May, and June, and I'm saying June because we're gonna make it to the finals. It's Michael Jordan's son, and seeing him produce these numbers early, and by early I mean early March. Yes, this is early for playoff Jimmy. Is really, really exciting and gets me really eager to see the outcome of this year's postseason. But let's take us little by little. First, we're going to start with his 3-pointers per game. One, it's currently a 13-game streak. And although Juicy J is not very fond of that stat, I'm going to bring it up anyways. Because before the playoffs last year, Jimmy Butler, the last game that Jimmy Butler took a 3 in was March 7th. That's a whole month separation between March 7th and the playoffs. And the fact that Jimmy's doing this on a 13-game streak, 13-game streak with one 3-pointer made, it's an addition to Jimmy's game, and it's definitely more possibilities at points for Jimmy as he hit 3 of them in the Jazz game. And after that post against the Pelicans, when he said it's about that time or it's that time, he wasn't kidding. He dropped what I believed was the best music video of 2024, and then became playoff Jimmy. And for those that don't know the music video, I really suggest watching it. I mean, it's the best thing. I really suggest it. I really, really suggest it. I mean, the song is phenomenal.
It's a song, that's for sure. But I like to see my GOAT getting in there, looking like El Gusano Rodman. But that's not really what I'm worried about.
Yeah, and that's not what this.
I think that's great.
Yeah,
I think that it's good that we got the funniest player in the league. But
facts.
I'm really focused on what he's doing on the basketball court.
and that's not what
just the championship.
That's not what we're talking about this episode, anyways.
Maybe we'll do an extra episode about that soon, but
most probably
now, this is about on-court stuff.
Yeah, this is playoff Jimmy. This is a player that since 2020 with Miami has turned himself basically in. It's like his alter ego, and I love you, Jimmy Butler, but I'm so glad you ripped that mask off and turned into playoff Jimmy, because I feel more confident as he's taking more shots and is getting more open looks, and he's attacking. He had 3-and-1s in the Utah game. 3.
3-and-1s and 3-pointers.
And three
That's
3-pointers.
incredible.
That's hold on. I suck at math, but that's 18 points off 3-pointers and ones. And the
Wow.
fact that he finished with 37, that means 21 other points were just layups or mid-range.
Or free throws.
That right. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, and he's averaging 8 free throws per game. He's
Mhm.
averaging at least a 3 attempted and making a 3 attempted. But I'll focus on that for a little bit because Jimmy never really had the 3, and it's really helping our team the fact that he just became a solid 3-point shooter out of nowhere. He like is literally one of our best 3-point shooters on the team right now, and it just came out of nowhere. He never shot threes before, and nobody guarded him on the 3-point line. And it's helping his scoring, and it's helping our scoring. When Jimmy takes more threes, our team takes more threes, and it brings up our points per game as well, and it brings up his points per game. So it just brings up the scoring for the Heat overall. And the Heat are usually not a very high scoring team, but these last few games with Jimmy shooting more threes, we've been scoring 100 plus almost every single game, and it's helping us a lot because we're able to keep up with these teams, and we're able to play better defense, and we're able to knock down more shots because when Jimmy's hot, the whole team's hot, and that may not be the truth all the time, but it was the truth for this game. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
So
couldn't have said
Jimmy
it.
Butler, he's been doing the OG 3-pointers and the vintage way, getting at ones, but ever since February, he's been rolling it around with the real 3-pointers.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. And I mean, yeah, there's nothing really more to talk about. Just a little short episode to show you guys how excited we are that he has transformed into hashtag Jim for MVP and has transformed into a a a real caliber for for MVP. And I swear I wish they did like um an MVP for like finishing the season because Jimmy would have like 3 of those already.
Yeah, I
And
get that, but he doesn't care.
oh yeah, he doesn't care.
If he
And
doesn't care, why should I care? Why
right.
should I be worrying about if Jimmy Butler gets MVP? Like,
Oh no,
who cares?
I care when he gets Finals MVP. That's what I'll care.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm
And
talking
and when Jimmy, here's the best part, when Jimmy turns into playoff Jimmy, the team that we have right now, I can't imagine where we're gonna go because 2020 he carried a Heat team that wasn't really developed. I mean, Bam was still developing. Hero was very young. I think the best player other than Jimmy in that series was Duncan Robinson. And
about.
I mean, wait, no. Tyler Hero was a great player. Don't get me wrong, but like a player that
Well,
really
Tyler Hero was injured. Oh,
right.
2020.
Right, but a player that made a huge impact was Duncan Robinson. And then 2021, we don't talk about that year. That was just that was an unforgettable year. 2022, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. 2023, we made it to the finals. So in the last 4 years, in the last 3 years, excuse me, we have gone to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. No, 3 times. No, in the last 4 years, we've gone to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times, and we've gone to the finals twice.
Yeah.
And
That's domination. I'm telling you that.
100%. And that was just
We
playoff
are
Jimmy.
dominating.
That was just playoff Jimmy. Now we have the addition of Jaquez, an all-star caliber in Bam, a better scorer in Hero, a true point guard in Terry Rozier. Like, how far can this team go when that, playoff Jimmy gets activated?
I agree. And I genuinely think that our prayers will be answered this year. I think that this is our year, and I think that Jimmy Butler, it's high tide and it's time for him to bring us another championship to Miami. And I'm just like thinking about it makes me like it gives me like so much like joy, and I just like am thinking how happy I'm gonna be if this actually happens. Like I've been waiting for this for a while, and not as much as a lot of other Heat fans because I haven't been a sports fan since I was like 5 years old. But I'm a huge sports fan now, and what that would mean to me, and what that would mean to JG Noise and all of the Heat fans out there and the Heat Nation, it would be incredible. And I think Jimmy Butler really cares about the city, and his Heat Nation and his family. I think that's really what he's doing it for, and also for his legacy, and so that he can get a chip. But I know that he's going to bring it to Miami, and I know that he loves us. He loves Spo. He loves everyone. So Jimmy Butler, he will do whatever he has to do to make us win, and that is what he also said in the interview. But I think that's what it is. That's what playoff Jimmy is.
One
Just
hundred
doing
percent.
whatever he can to win.
100%. And I mean, with that being said, let's let's keep getting this taste of playoff Jimmy. This little appetizer of what's to come in the postseason.
hmm Just think about this, but 10 times better.
Oh yeah, it's scary hours.
Yeah, he's gonna. It's scary Terry hours too because we got
Oh
a
yeah,
hell of a point guard now. But thank you guys for watching this special episode of The Heat Is On. I'm gonna try to get more of these out. I think JG Noise and I like doing these. They're pretty fun. Just do it as a little extra. And if there's anything that we feel like we should address a little more on, then we're probably gonna do this, like the suspension, anything like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for episode 14.
go Heat.
Go Heat.